Hi everyone, this is a technical analysis on USDJPY. Let's start with a fundamental overview first. The USD continues to be supported amid the ongoing de-escalation in trade wars. This has most likely to do with positioning rather than fundamentals. The short dollar trade got very overstretched, so positive news on the tariffs front is providing a pullback. In the medium term, the US dollar should keep on depreciating as the path of least resistance for the Fed remains to cut rates. On the JPY side, the currency has been driven mainly by global events rather than domestic fundamentals. Alongside the Swiss franc, it's been the favored safe haven in the currency space, and as the sentiment improves, the yen weakens. On the monetary policy front, the negative impact on the Japanese economy from tariffs uncertainty and the downward pressure on inflation from the surging yen will keep the BOJ on the sidelines for the time being. Now, on the daily chart, we can see that USD JPY bounced from the key 140 handle and pulled all the way back to the 144 level. From a risk management perspective, the sellers will have a better risk reward setup around this major trend line to position for further downside, while the buyers will look for a break higher to increase the bullish bets into the 151 handle next. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that the price broke above this downward trend line, which is a good signal for the buyers, but it's now testing the key 144 resistance. The sellers will likely pile in around these levels with a defined risk above the resistance to position for a drop back into the 140 handle. The buyers, on the other hand, will want to see the price breaking higher to increase the bullish bets into the major trend line. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that we have this minor upward trend line defining the bullish momentum on this time frame. The buyers will likely continue to lean on the trend line to keep pushing into new highs, while the sellers will look for a break lower to increase the bearish bets into new lows. These red lines define the average daily range for today. For the upcoming catalysts, tomorrow we have the US job openings data and the US consumer confidence report. On Wednesday, we have the US ADP, the US Q1 GDP, and the US employment cost index. On Thursday, we have the BOJ policy decision, the US jobless claims, and the US SM manufacturing PMI. And on Friday, we conclude the week with the US NFP report. As a reminder, the market is focused on tariffs related news, so the data is not as market moving as it used to be in the past months.